Saturdays with Steph. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. It feels like it's been forever, kind of has been forever. Hopefully, you saw my video earlier in the week so you know where I've been, but I'll talk about that a little bit more here in a few minutes. But I want to go ahead and introduce my friends that are here with me today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I needed to sew with some friends, so I'm so happy to have you here. So, we're going to start with Russ.
Hi, I am Russ with Quilt Meets World, out here in Metro Atlanta, where I think it's rained every day since I got back from Massachusetts a
Yeah.
month ago. But that's usually, this time of year. We either are
Yeah.
super dry or super wet, and it's been there. Um,
Humid, which makes it humid, right?
well, humid all the time here, but yeah, more humid. And Riley and Percy almost got a sibling yesterday. Not yesterday, Thursday.
Mhm.
Uh, Somebody found a little tiny tuxedo cat in the parking
Aw.
deck. And if Percy wasn't on a senior diet and all that other stuff, I can't gatekeep food, I probably would have brought the cat home.
Aw.
Pictures will be in my weekly vlog.
Yeah. I got to see them already before you guys, and that kitten, I don't know how you didn't bring it home. It
Oh,
was
it
so cute.
was so tough for me to say no. Like,
Yeah.
he brought the cat over, like, and I was like, if Percy wasn't in a diet, I totally would be taking the cat home. It
Yeah.
was so hard to say no.
Aw.
But also, I'm only supposed to have two gray cats at a time, so there's also
Oh,
that rule.
there's that. Yeah. All right, Miss Beth.
Hi, this is Bev. I'm in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, and it's cold and dreary.
Oh,
But I
that's
have my little wood stove, my fake wood stove on, and I'm warm and ready to sew.
Nice.
awesome. Thanks for being here.
Hi, I'm Julie. Long time no see, my friends. Stephanie, welcome back, honey. We're happy to have you,
Thank
and
you.
we have missed you very much. And I know why you were away, but oh my, since you were away, things have been a mess. I'm excited to get back to sewing and get back to my dragon fruit. So thank you for hosting tonight.
Oh, thank you so much for being here, Julie. I know we missed you last time because your power went out. So I'm so grateful to have you here because it feels like it's been forever.
It
So,
has.
I'm
yeah.
going to let you know, Stephanie, that Julie blamed us for her not sewing because she didn't have her friends to sew with.
Yes, I did.
That's okay.
I
She can
need
blame
I
us.
need you to hold my hand.
That's okay. I would be happy to hold your hand, Julie. So that's all my friends. And of course, Russ, he didn't mention it, but he is also Quilt Meets World here on YouTube as well. And he does a weekly vlog and also a live on Saturday mornings at 11 called 11Z's. And he's so much fun. So if you have
And
not
and
subscribed,
tomorrow
yes,
is sewing shenanigans on Zoom.
it is. So if you have not subscribed to Russ, which I'm looking at the names in the chat and I'm pretty sure all of you have, but if you have not, go check him out because he's so much fun. And his sewing shenanigans that he was just talking about is a free Zoom that we can just all join and sew together. It's not live. You don't have to worry about being all pretty for YouTube. It's just friends getting together to sew, which I really need. So I'm really looking forward to it because I need to catch up on all kind of projects before I have to go out of town again. So I really quick wanted to say hello to people in the chat. Hi, Carl. Good to see you.
Hi,
Carl's doing better from his surgery. He just went back to work. Sadly, he didn't want to, but now that's life. But hopefully, he'll be able to sew soon. He hasn't been to sew yet, so I'm praying for you, Carl. I hope you get to sew real soon. Charlotte's here. Hi, Charlotte and Marla and Ingrid. Hey, Ingrid.
hi,
Ingrid,
Ingrid.
does this project with us, but she's at a fun cross stitch retreat this weekend, which I think sounds amazing.
It
Yes.
does.
She shared a picture and there's like 300 people there. I couldn't believe it.
Oh wow.
Really?
Whoa.
Cross
Yes,
stitch, I think, has become very popular again.
it really has. It felt
Yeah.
like it went out of fashion for quite a while and now all of a sudden it's back.
Right.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's really cool. And Candace is here. Hi, Candace. And
Hi,
Dana
Candace.
is here. Oh, she said she hasn't been sewing because she's moving. Oh, you're moving? Okay. I didn't know that because I've been out of the loop, but I hope it's a good move for you. So, uh, Carl said tuxedo cats are awesome. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cat growing up when I was a child, he lived to 17. He was a tuxedo and he was my baby. I loved him. So when Russ sent me that picture, I was like, oh, it's a good thing I'm not in Atlanta because I'd be bringing home a cat. So, if you didn't see my video the other day, so I've been gone because my parents came to visit before Memorial Day, and they were going to stay through Memorial Day weekend, and their visit ended up being it was supposed to be a week. It ended up being 2 weeks, and then I ended up being at their house for another week because, unfortunately, I told you all in my video, the Better Text video, about my mother having leukemia. She is actually doing pretty well, but what we didn't know is that my father is in very, very poor health. He is 81 years old and he has heart failure and COPD. And when he was here, he went into acute heart failure. So he was in the hospital for a week here. And then they put him on permanent oxygen. So he couldn't fly home to Arizona because they were splitting their time between Arizona and Pennsylvania. And
They
so
don't let you fly with oxygen?
they can, but he didn't have a portable unit yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had to drive them back to Pennsylvania. And my mother is still working. She needs to retire, but she is still working. And because she was working, she couldn't be home to make sure he won't eat unless you feed him. And so I had to stay there, and he's on 17 different medications. So I had to figure out all his medications, his schedule, get him set up with that, get him fed. So I stayed there to kind of get everything in place and take care of him. And so that's kind of why I've been gone and haven't been able to make any videos or anything like that, which, it's a good reason. And I'm really happy that I was able to help my parents, especially my dad. I absolutely adore him. So I was happy to do it. It's just been a lot of work and, kind of out of left field. I wasn't expecting it. So, yeah, that's why I disappeared for a little bit. And then next week I have to go back over to Pennsylvania because my mother has to go out of town and I need to go take care of my dad because he can't really be left alone at this point. So that's what I was saying in my video. I'm going to kind of be in and out, but I'm still here. And thankfully that they are closing on a house here in Ohio in July, and they're going to live 5 minutes from me. So it'll be so much easier. I'll be able to go over, pop over, take care of him, and still come home, take care of what I need to take care of. So once they move here, things will get a lot more stable for me. So I'm really looking forward to that, for them to be here. So, yeah.
And
so
the
that's
kids are
kind
going
of,
to have grandma and grandpa close.
yes.
Woohoo!
And they're very excited about that. And I'm kind of hoping that that gives my dad something to sort of fight for.
Good.
To keep him hanging on a little longer. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Dana said, my dad fought leukemia for 21 years. Oh, wow. That's a long time. Yeah, my mother has the same leukemia that my grandfather passed away from. And when he found out he had leukemia, he was only around with us for 2 years. And they gave my mom 24 months-ish. So, but right now she's doing okay. So that's good.
That's right.
Yeah. But I'm excited to sew because we have so many projects going on. And what I didn't say yet for all of you who has joined us, which you might have known from the title, but we are sewing on Dragon Fruit. And this is month 8. And there's only 9 months for this one. So we are close. I'm so excited.
Yeah, month 9 arrived the other day. And it's just a border and binding.
Yep. So basically after this month, we've got all of our pieces. It's just putting them together and then putting the border on. So I'm excited. I can't wait.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do because I can't do borders till I figure out what I'm going to do about month 1 pieces.
Yes.
You're going to find month 1.
Yeah.
You are.
Okay.
Yep.
Well.
Hi, Shelly.
Hi, Shelly.
Good to
Hi,
see you.
Shelly.
And if all else fails, you can buy the papers from Fat Quarter Shop, and I'm sure we can find you all of our scraps. And
No,
you have
I've
the
already,
remake
I've,
month
al-
one.
I've already talked to them. They don't have any of the papers. They don't have any of the fabric and they don't have any of the papers.
Oh, wow.
At
Well-
least that's what the
Well,
girl
they should
told
have
me.
like the regular papers that are
Right.
not related to dragon fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They
Sure.
do. They do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's going to cost you a couple more dollars because you're going to have to buy, a book of this, a book of that, and a book of this other one.
yeah.
But you can, because it's their product, they should be able to have.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
Although they are I don't know if they keep 3-inch in stock.
The 3-inch by 6 for the.
Well, yeah, well, it's a 3-inch blocks.
Oh.
Was month one. They were 3-inch blocks, and I don't know if Fat Quarter Shop can.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure they do, because that's when I was learning and made a lot of mistakes, and I had to order another pad. So yes.
Well, I will call Monday and see if because all I really need to do is say I need the 3-inch economy quilt block or whatever the
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I see they have square and a square, and they have the economy, and they have them in stock. So,
Oh, nice. Good.
yeah, you should be able to either find them, just check the order online, or call them up and have them help you order it.
Okay.
And be like, I understand you don't have the dragon fruit papers themselves, but you have the papers for these and this and this. I want to order it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Russ. I never even thought about it that way.
And like I said, it's going to be a few dollars more because you're going to have to buy an entire book for 8 sheets, but you're
Oh,
going to
I
be able to
don't care
get going.
because I can use them for something else or create another one.
Exactly.
Well, we'll have enough scraps left from this project. You can probably make something else with it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. It's just when I called her that day, we were, it was like, oh gee, and she said, I don't have anything that I can help you with.
Oh.
So it never dawned on me to just get papers that are not relative to dragon fruit.
Yeah.
You kind of would have thought she would have known that, but maybe she was.
I was thinking that. I didn't say it out loud. I want to give them a little bit of benefit of doubt.
Well, Russ, I'm a little older than you, and I have found out the older I get, I just let it come out. I don't care. I don't mean to, but it does.
I make the mistake of believing that people actually know how to do their jobs.
Well, yeah.
But Bev, a lot of people don't think outside the box anymore.
Right.
And if she would have maybe thought that that's what she could have done for you.
Yeah. Oh, well.
And she could have thought, that's a bigger sale than trying to correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you're right, Stephanie. People cannot think outside the box because everything is done for us. Just like, here's a very good example.
Yeah.
People don't know how to give change unless that register does you.
Oh, and
yeah.
And if
they don't, and I actually have a story about the change that I can tell you.
Oh, good.
Real quick, I wanted to say hi to Karen and goodbye to Carl because he had to leave. Thank you for being here.
Bye, Carl.
Bye.
My daughter and I, while we were on our travels, we stopped at a McDonald's to pick up a couple sodas because we were thirsty. And I paid with cash. And the kid at the counter, he was probably 16 or 17 years old. And he owed me like $2.61 or something. And he ended up giving me 3/4. And I said, no, that's not right. Your drawer's going to be off. and he did not know how to count to 61 cents. And it made me so sad, you guys.
Oh.
And that's very true.
So sad. And I was like, no, take back one of the quarters, give me a dime and a penny. And he's like, there's no dimes. What do I do? And I was like, 2 nickels? Like he had no, you guys, I was like,
Oh.
Oh,
That's
that's
sad.
terrible.
it broke my heart. I thought,
Yeah.
how do these kids not know basic math?
They don't teach it in school anymore.
Yeah, it was really
They
sad.
teach weird stuff. That's, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is sad because we really need to kind of go back to basics.
Yep. Yep. I agree.
Shelly's making a comment, Bev. I don't know if this is something you can do. She said that the foundation packs came with extra sheets, so you should have one extra sheet of each of them. Can you make copies?
Well, I would have thought of that too, except like Julie, I messed up some of them in the beginning.
So you're
I don't have
out.
those
Okay.
extras anymore.
Well, thank you for not making me feel alone.
No, you're not alone, girl.
Oh, it feels so good to just sew and chit chat.
Ingrid said need to run. She said, have a great time. We'll catch up soon. That sounds great, Ingrid. You have fun at your retreat.
See you later.
Thanks for stopping by. I know you're busy. And Kathy, hi Kathy. She said, I usually have enough scraps from a quilt to make a miniature version of the quilt I just made. Awesome.
Oh, we have almost enough scraps to make another full size.
I know, I was gonna say,
Almost,
especially at
yeah.
that quarter shop, they give you so much extra fabric every block of the month or every
Oh.
anything I've done with them. It's been this like this.
I went ahead and bought that Liberty box. I think I told you, Stephanie. It was Liberty.
Yeah.
Because I have so many. My son has been deployed, and so I had in his, I don't know exactly the terms they use for military, but his company or in his unit, when they come home, my goal is to have, and they're all simple, have each of them a quilt made.
Oh, that's awesome.
When they get to come home. So
now what branch is he in?
Air Force.
Air Force. Oh.
Yeah.
My dad and grandpa were in the Air Force.
Yeah. Way to go. Way to go. I'm a proud mama, but I'm a mama and my heart hurts.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
In the process of when my parents were here, I had already planned on giving my dad a red, white, and blue quilt, a quilt of valor. Oh. Because he's a retired lieutenant colonel of the Army.
Wow.
And I gave it to him, and he's the typical military man. He's not very emotional.
Yeah.
And he absolutely loved it and gave me the biggest hug, and he's been sleeping with it ever since. So that just yeah.
Yeah. That'll bring tears to your eyes, Steph.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I know that they don't necessarily want the recognition.
No.
But they do appreciate it.
They do. Well, I'll tell you how it will be done is I will give them to my son, the quilts. And I'll say, you choose which goes to which. Tell them I said thank you very much for their service and bless you. And he's a typical, like you said, soldier. He'll here. Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
But in my heart, I know, it's the least I could do.
Yep.
Oh, I love our military. Did Russ, has Percy and Riley, are they okay with their new bedding situation? Or should I say Riley's new bed?
They seem to share it.
Oh, good.
That's
fun. It's very amusing.
Yes.
Especially, when it's bedtime and Riley's like, I can't go to bed. Percy's in my bed.
That is cute. Well, and if you'd have brought the little tuxedo cat home, boy, that would have upset the
Oh, that would have upset a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
that probably wouldn't have been a very good
He
thing.
was so cute though.
Mhm.
But yeah. Then you would have had 3 people fighting for the bed.
Yeah.
You would have just locked yourself in your room. Y'all fight it out. Let me know.
That's right.
right.
Yeah, I just fixed my bed. You can't have it.
Well, it's been several years since I've had to share my bed, but I still sleep on one little part of a whole queen size bed. I'm still on 1/3 of the bed.
I think we all do that. I think we get used to our little spot, and even when somebody's
Yeah.
not there, you stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had friends ask me, well, why didn't you just sleep on the other side of the bed if one side is broken? I was like, because the moment I roll, I'm just going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
And, my side of the bed.
Exactly.
All right. I got one of these done, passion fruit.
See.
That's
Ooh,
pretty.
yeah.
Oh,
I love the colors this time. What do you guys think?
yes.
Yes. This
Cool.
is the flying geese. I've got that.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I love this pink.
I do too.
I
And
do.
I'm not usually a pink
It's a
girl, but I love it.
lavender.
Lavender,
Okay.
yeah.
Lavender. We are correct.
Whichever one it is.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not usually a pinky purpley girl, like lavender girl, but I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, do you keep your fabric on bolts?
Like, well, my
Like the
personal
bolts,
fabric?
yeah, that you're selling. Do you keep the bolts?
Yeah, the stuff I'm selling, yes. My personal fabric, no.
What do you do with the bolts when you've sold all of one?
I recycle them.
What, by putting them in the recycle bin or reusing them?
No, putting them in the recycle bin.
Could you start putting them in a box for me?
Sure.
Because I have determined that I have all of my fabric laid out so nice and neat, one on top of the other. And when I want the one in the middle of the pack, I can't lift it to get it out.
Yeah.
So I've decided I need to wrap everything on the bolts and have them sideways on the shelf. And then at least I can pull out what I want when I need it.
Got it. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I thought maybe I could get them over at Zink's, but they reuse them,
Oh, okay.
or so they said.
I need to hire somebody. Your sewing room always looks so organized, Stephanie. I need you to come to Arkansas. We'll give you some Southern hospitality because
I
after
would
my
love that.
oh, you would like it up here because no cell phone signal unless you had my Wi-Fi. Running creeks. Yeah, wildlife.
That sounds amazing.
It is. I'm very fortunate, but sometimes it has its moments.
Mm-mm.
But
Like
anyway,
when your power goes out.
yeah. When what I was going to tell you was after my mother-in-law passed, you know, her house, we had put her in a really nice trailer right next to our house. I mean, like I could talk to her through my window to her window.
Oh.
It was very close. So when I was able to take care of her, it was real convenient.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the process of cleaning, and oh boy, not cleaning like dirty cleaning. I mean, she saved everything. Oh Lord. I mean, she had every AARP flyer, I think, since that existence.
Oh.
I mean, I'm like every piece of junk mail and
Yeah.
oh Mom. I mean, just boxes. So I've been going through all of this, and I'm going to the couple of the bedrooms I'm going to make nice so that if we have company, because our house is small, and if we have company up on the mountain, they'll have a place to stay.
Yeah.
But I told Scott, I said, I really hate, you know, I need to do something. He said, you know, I got the perfect idea. I think he's wanting me to move out. He said, but he was saying it in a nice way. He said, you need to take that. You need to take Mama's house, and that's your entire quilt studio.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
like, wow.
Nice.
Yes. So if you got made that offer, you would be so excited and start going and organizing and putting things places. And I'm going, I don't know what to do. I just go in there and I sit in a chair and I stare. And I'm like, I don't know how to, I don't know, make it functional. So today I decided I'm just going to, like, let's say just take a machine and iron, you know, your necessities.
Yeah.
And then just start moving it around until everything's comfortable.
Julie?
That's a good idea. Start small so you don't get overwhelmed. Don't move it all at once.
Right.
Julie?
Uh-huh.
Do one room at a time. Go over there and empty out one whole room.
Right. I agree.
Start with one room, your machine, your ironing station, all that, and gradually do that whole room and then take on another room.
Right. I agree. And but I'm already, you know, she's got it is just an absolutely humongous room. It's the size of my house. And then she has it kind of partitioned off a little bit for her, I call it a TV room. So I'm like, okay, this room could be all fabric. This room could be tables. You know, I mean, there isn't going to be any room for anybody, anywhere for anybody to sleep when I get done.
I'm so excited for you, Julie.
Yeah, thanks. I'm excited too. If I ever get to it.
I know you will.
Yeah. It'll be exciting to kind of do something.
Just don't take on the whole house at once or you'll never get anything.
Mm-hmm. It's overwhelming.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
Well, you're fixing to go through all that, aren't you, Stephanie?
Oh, that would be fun.
But like with your folks moving?
Oh, well, that's not going to be fun. No.
No, that's not going to be fun.
You know why? Because my mom truly is like, okay, so I'm a little bit obsessed with that show Hoarders.
Yes.
And not because I'm like making fun of the people. I actually feel bad for them and I want to know the psychology behind what makes them do that.
Yeah.
Right.
And because my mother is a hoarder, but she's not those kind of hoarders where it's like animals and stuff and dirty.
Right.
It's just she has a lot of stuff and
clutter.
Yes. And when I was with her a couple weeks ago, you know, they have a house in PA and a house in Arizona and they have to move everything to Ohio. So they have already 2 houses of stuff, right?
Oh my gosh.
And we were at like the like Walmart and we went there to pick up a few supplies and some groceries. And she's going down the clearance aisle and she's like, oh, that's cute. It's cheap. I should get this and I should get this. And I'm like, Mom, quit buying stuff. We have to move 2 houses worth of stuff. Like, no. but she's that type, like, even if she doesn't need it, she'll just go get it. And I'm like, you have to quit because we're already going to have to throw away so much stuff.
Yes.
It's crazy. Throw away and donate, what can be donated.
Right. Right.
But, oh, Julie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have fun helping you. I'm not going to have a lot of fun.
No, your mom's might be a little more stressful. You and I'd have a ball. When it was kind of funny or it's not funny, but I can laugh about it now because we did what she wanted. But she was in rehab, and when she came, we were fixing to bring her home. We got to bring her home Easter Sunday, and she was going to be in a wheelchair. Well, her house is not set up for a wheelchair because she is very cluttery. So I told her, I said, Mom, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna get your house ready, and I'll be back tomorrow to pick you up. I came home, y'all. I opened up 2 doors in her house and literally chunked everything. I have no idea. I just chunked it, furniture and everything, because she had to be able to get around in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I threw it all out, and one of the old farmers that lives by us come by, and he's seen stuff flying out the door. Called my husband, and he said, "Is Julie okay? There's stuff flying out of your mom's house." And he said, "Yeah, just ignore her. She's having a moment." That's what he told her.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got rid of everything in one room within like 2 hours.
Wow.
So but now I'm like, oh, what do I do? But we brought her home, and then she couldn't operate the wheelchair, so it didn't do us any good. But at least I got one room cleaned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel for you. Now, she had dementia, so I had a little bit of leverage where you don't. She didn't know. She thought when I brought her home, she had a brand new. She didn't know it was her home. She just thought that I had her in a new facility, and it was all nice and pretty.
Aw.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but I laughed. I have to laugh now.
Yeah. No, I've got quite a bit of an uphill battle. You're right, because my mom still has her mental facilities. And it's like, oh, I know it's going to be stressful, and it's going to be arguments over the stuff.
Mm-hmm. And your sister,
and
help.
The thing about it too is if she moves all that stuff here, which she's not going to have room for both houses full of stuff, but if she moves the majority of it, eventually someday it is going to be my problem. So I'd rather make her get rid of a bunch of it now.
Right.
But look at it this way. Now there's tension and there's friction between you because she says one thing and you the other. Eventually that won't be the case, and you can just chuck it all.
That's true.
I've come to the realization that the generation following me doesn't want my stuff. I think this stuff is all so important and so valuable.
Right.
And they don't. So I thought, okay, why am I hanging on to stuff to give to them when they're not going to keep it anyway?
Right. Yeah. And your sister doesn't give you a whole lot of help, does she, Stephanie?
No.
But you know what? That's okay. Because honestly, it might be better.
Well, Stephanie, I will be glad to come out and stay and help you. I can't do a lot of lifting, but I can break down boxes and get them ready to throw away. And
aw, thank you.
You're welcome. And I get to play with Henry.
Crazy boy. He likes it. He likes the attention, that's for sure.
Oh, yes.
Is your daughter let's see, she got her license, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And how's she doing with her driving?
She's doing wonderful.
That's great.
Yep. She
Not
finished her
surprised.
college classes this semester and she got straight A's. So I'm really proud of her.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yep. And we're like right now trying to figure out which classes she's going to take in the fall.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah. So getting all that straightened out. Plus she wants to get a job, you know.
Yeah.
But I want her to focus. I don't want her to think she has to work, and I'd rather her focus on school. To me, that's more important.
Right. She's
So,
got a whole life ahead of her to work.
Yep.
that's what I told her. I said, once you start working, there's no stopping for years. So just
Yeah.
take it easy.
Well, I'm really proud of her because this day and time, it's not easy. That's
No.
awesome. But now she's homeschooled, right?
She is.
The two of my grandkids are homeschooled and they are so way advanced. But my son that's the military,
Mm-hmm.
his son is 9. And so that's, let's see, he just finished would that be 2nd grade or 3rd grade?
Let's see. 9th would probably be 3rd.
Yeah. And he reads like on a 6th grade reading. He reads chapter books.
Maybe
And
even
he'll hold on.
4th. Depending on when his birthday, he could be 4th grade.
Yeah, I forget because of course he's not in school, so I can't keep up.
Yeah.
But he like my son was building a house and he had him over there, and the kid is 9 years old and he knows how to do geometry. He taught him. He was
That's
building
awesome.
a closet that was angled, and so he was showing him how to figure out angles when doing those things. And this kid he just is like a sponge. And so they had this lesson, and then Nathan told him, he said, get on that ladder and I want you to measure what is my dimensions. And he figured it out and told him, and he's 9 years old. I couldn't figure out where he was starting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's very bright. But he told his dad, he said, Dad, he wants to be a pilot in the Air Force.
Awesome.
He said, I'm gonna fly the plane and you're gonna jump out of it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
isn't that cute?
That is so cute.
Yeah.
Kathy said, it's sad but true. Nobody wants your stuff. Don't burden anyone having to deal with it. It is sad, but
There were 2 things that I wanted for my grandmother. I got one of them.
did you? Yeah. I know what the other thing is.
The thing that I wanted, one of the things that the thing that I got was her hardwired black rotary dial telephone.
Oh,
That's cool.
yes, that's cool.
Probably from like the mid 50s that it was installed in her house, and that was back when you had to rent your line. I don't know at what point they just gave her the line, but it was hardwired into the house, and I was like, I want that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Well, I kind of look at it this way. I'm enjoying all my stuff. I have too much stuff, especially fabric. You guys all know that. And when I'm gone, well, if it makes it to a thrift store, if that's what they do with it, and it blesses somebody else's life, then that'll be a good thing.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of how I think about it.
Yeah.
but I'm going to enjoy it and sew it all up. I'm going to live long enough.
I'm with you, Russ. I had two things I wanted from my grandparents, and I was very lucky and got both of them. One of them was, I don't know if you guys remember, I'm sure you do, but way back, the Lawrence Welk show was on every Saturday.
Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
watch it.
Yep. And I watched that when I was a kid with my grandparents, and my grandfather played the accordion. So after the show was over, he would get his accordion out and we'd play with it for like 15 minutes. And he would put his hands on it, and then he put my hands on it to try to show me how to do it.
Oh,
And just that I really wanted his accordion because I wanted that because of the memories, right?
Yeah.
And I got his accordion. I had to fight for it, but I got it.
Oh,
The other thing I really wanted is my grandmother always wore a gold cross necklace. And I really wanted that, but I didn't think I would get it. But when she was dying, she was in hospice care. She took her necklace off, and she had her wedding ring and my grandfather's wedding ring on it. And she handed me the whole thing, and she said, "It's yours now." She said, "Put it in your purse." And she said, "Don't tell anybody else that I gave it to you. Just take it." And
that is a grandmother thing to do.
I love her for it, and I have it, and nobody questioned it. So
oh,
I have both of their wedding rings and her necklace. So
that's special.
yeah, it's very special.
And you'll be able to pass that to Sarah.
Oh yes, yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I have my great grandfather's Bible that he used to sit me up on his lap and read the Bible to me.
Oh,
It's one of those old-fashioned ones with a leather cover front and back and metal latches that, close it. And my grandmother gave that to me before she died. And she said, "I want to make sure you get this before others take it all."
yeah.
So I have had that for years. And I finally passed it on to my nephew, Scott, who is the one that's going to take care of all my stuff anyway. And I explained to him that the research that I have done, there's probably only 100 or 120 of those Bibles even in existence anymore.
Oh, wow.
From the 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
I know Scott will take care of it. And I said, when you get tired of taking care of it, give it to the Bible Society as a historical item.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
See, y'all talk about, things that are significant that meant something to you and you got. So that's what I think is unique. I'm not saying it right, but instead of you got everything, the whole house and all that, you had a couple of things that meant so much to you that you can cherish.
Yeah.
Who cares about the rest of the junk? But you got something that meant something to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yep.
Oh, Marla. Marla said, "I'm jealous, Bev. Henry is adorable."
Yes, he is.
He is a nutball, but he is so sweet.
And I now know that he likes sprinkles on his ice cream.
He does, yeah.
Okay.
What do we got?
Question.
Yes.
The vehicle that drives around plays a little song, and you get them to stop, and they sell you ice cream treats. What is that called?
Ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ding dong cart.
Russ.
Part.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I'm assuming it's a Massachusetts thing.
that's the ice cream
But-
man.
It confused friends of mine when I was talking about the ding dong cart, because during my sister's party, the ding dong cart went by. So everybody up there, everybody called it ding dong cart, ding dong cart, ding dong cart. except for Gerardo's husband, who was like, I don't understand. And then I made the comment down here, and only one person has understood me down here, and that's the lady who works at the front desk at the chiropractor, because she used to live in Western Massachusetts.
Okay.
'Cause
That's
she's like,
funny. Ding dong cart.
Ding dong cart.
I don't know
I've
why
never
it's
heard
called
that
ding dong cart,
before.
because it doesn't go ding dong. It plays,
It plays music.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
something in the hay, I think is what the song that it usually plays.
Oh, I
And
thought it was like the, what is that song?
Turkey in the Hay, I think is what it's called.
Oh,
Is that what the song's called?
I don't know. I was thinking it was that, oh, it's something monkeys. The monkey
Maybe-
chased the weasel.
Oh, Pop Goes the
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Goes the weasel, yeah.
Weasel. It's usually Turkey in the Straw. That's what it
Oh,
is.
okay.
And it's a song that people are like, I've never heard of it. And then as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh, I know that song.
It's the ding
Yeah.
dong cart song.
It's a Ding
Yeah.
Dong Cart song.
That's so funny. I kind of like that name, Russ.
That is kind of cute.
It's adorable.
Ding dong cart.
I don't see any of those anymore now.
I have run into one here in Georgia. It was one of the Pokemon Go community days, and it drove up, and I yelled, "Ding dong cart! We need to go get some ice cream." And yeah, my friends are like, "It's called an ice cream truck." I was like, "No, ding dong cart. I will fight you on that."
We have one come through our neighborhood every now and again, and it's an older gentleman. He's so sweet,
Oh.
and the kids just love it.
I feel like I need to find out, some of them and have them come through our neighborhood, but I don't think we have enough kids in the neighborhood to
Oh.
appreciate it.
Hey,
Well, adults can appreciate it too.
I was gonna say I like them.
Oh, no. It was
I'll
all
be
adults who went to Ding Dong Cart at my sister's party.
Ding
What
dong.
did I ended up getting, everything was like super frozen. And I forgot what I ordered, what I got, but it was good.
I used to like those push-ups, the orange push-ups.
Oh, those orange ones. Those are so good.
Yes.
Now
The
I want
Flintstones,
push-ups.
the Flintstones, orange ones.
Yes.
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 And then I remember we used to think that was so great. Not very often, because Mama didn't have enough money for us, all three of us kids, to get the big one, the red, white, and blue popsicle.
The
Remember?
Bob
the
Pop,
Rocket
yeah.
Pop.
Yes. They were always more than the push-ups. I think that's why we got those.
Yeah. Well, they were big too. They were real, the Bob
Mhm.
Pops. Yeah.
Yep.
Marla said she has one in her neighborhood, but it's very expensive. Yeah, they're kind of pricey, but it's once in a while. I don't mind doing it for the kids because
Yeah.
it's just
Right.
like the experience,
It's
Yeah,
a
you're
nostalgia
paying-
or whatever.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
nostalgia, and a lot of those I'm sure you can get in Publix or other grocery stores, but I've never seen them. Like some of the stuff I've never seen in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
And what isn't expensive today?
That's true. Yeah, because I paid $4 for a frozen pop on a stick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could have probably bought an entire
Box.
6-pack for $5.
Yeah.
So
So
I just go ahead and buy the ice cream sandwiches. What is that? Come 12 in a box? And you
Yeah.
have them on the way home.
we're way cheaper than the truck, yeah. Charlotte's, yes, the Ding Ding Man drives the Ding Ding truck. She said I might have lived in Massachusetts for a while. Oh, funny.
Well, I just bought a quick sickle maker from Pampered Chef that I can make my own popsicles.
Oh,
Oh.
nice. That's fun.
Well, we'll find out if it is or not.
It sounds fun.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I'll find out. Or if it even tastes like you remember it tasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep those, and Stephanie, you probably do since you have kids. You can buy those popsicles, 24, the big boxes,
Yeah.
the juice packs, and you freeze them.
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
the ones
I-
that you cut your lips on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
love
paper
those.
Walk
cut.
around with the plastic hanging out of your mouth.
Yep.
And you use the dirtiest scissors you could find in the junk drawer to open them up.
Yep.
I keep those for the grandkids, but I think that I find I eat more of them than they do. And
A
I'd
couple
have
of years
you gotta
ago,
keep sucking on it to get every little piece of juice out of it.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Gotta
A
saw
couple of
that
years
part.
ago, I bought
Juice
those
up.
little hug barrels. Those things aren't as good as I remembered.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's funny.
Karen Cox is here. She said, just got home. So happy to see you. Happy to see you too, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
I'm glad to be back, even if it's only for a week.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
I'll take it. Yep.
I laugh. You see all those pictures on Facebook. These were, or this was my childhood, or this is how we rode, and everybody's piled in the back of the pickup, or
Yep.
crammed in a car. Nobody's in seat belts, car seats, none of that stuff, right?
Right.
And we survived. I now would never even imagine going out without my seatbelt on.
Oh no, not at all.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I
We
remember that too.
survived, but
I
we're
remember.
not mentally fit.
Do what?
I said we survived, but we're not mentally fit.
But that's what's wrong with me.
That's what's wrong with our generation, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it amazes me watching these the horse and buggies going by here, and the little kids
Oh yeah.
in an open back, no seat belts, no nothing. Their little legs dangling off of the side.
Oh yeah. This is happy. I was up somewhere in your area. This was years ago, Stephanie, when I was trucking. And I never got laughed so hard. These young boys, they were Amish, so they had their little hats on, and they had this little pony hooked to a cart. He was not broke, and they were laughing and having a ball. They'd whip him, and he'd buck and kick, and then he'd take off running with them in the wagon. And then boys would fall, and they would laugh. And I watched all this going down a 2-lane road.
Oh my goodness.
They were in front of me. So I'm not going to pass them in an 18-wheeler, and it was entertainment. I never laughed so hard in my life. Those kids were having a ball trying to break this pony to this cart. I figured by the end of the day they had that pony broke.
There's something to be said for the simpler way of life,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes I think that I wish my kids could have grown up when we did, because it was a little bit simpler without all this technology and everything.
Yep. Yeah, I think technology has really changed the world.
Mm-hmm.
And
definitely some for the better, because you can meet people like us from all over the country that you've never met before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And be friends. But then on the other hand, I feel like it's made the world too fast. We don't appreciate the things. We don't slow down, appreciate things like we did.
Or you can't count change.
Yeah. Or you can't count change.
Or like I seen a thing on Facebook. It said that Facebook has become the biggest bullying pulpit. You sit behind a computer and you just say things you would never say to somebody's face.
Yeah. Yep.
But yet I will tell y'all something else that was kind of neat is the one that's deployed, his son was playing in the championship game. He got to watch it.
Cool.
Oh.
They have an app where one of the parents was able to get into the app and turn the phone around to show the whole game and where he is at, he could watch the whole game and interact with the kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
neat.
that's when technology is awesome.
Oh, absolutely, because then he doesn't have to miss as much.
No.
Yeah.
Here's one of the economy blocks, y'all. Look at this.
Oh, pretty.
Nice.
I like
Nice.
these colors.
I love it. I love
I'm
these colors.
not trimming mine until because I don't want it to fray.
I'm impatient, Bev.
Me too. I want to see what it looks like. And then I finished an apricot block.
Well,
So
let's see.
that's
Oh, yeah.
Very
I like
pretty.
that's
Mhm.
pretty.
I've almost got a couple blocks I can share.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm kind of trying to get one of each one done before we go.
Yeah, I gave up on that one. I don't even have any magic of television going on today.
Oh no, usually you do.
It was, if I had, a working bed all week,
Yeah.
I don't. There were 2 nights that I had dreams that I was exhausted.
Oh gosh.
Like, I'm supposed to be kind of chill in my thing.
Oh my gosh.
You poor thing.
Well, I know I'm getting a lot done. Now, let's see. I was gonna look. Is month 9? I already got my month 9 in the mail. Did you?
I did as well. It just came
Yeah.
the other day. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the square and the square block.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I've got all 4 of those done.
Oh wow.
And then I have all 4 of this flying goose done.
All right.
Nice.
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 And I have all 4 of this flying goose done.
Oh,
Wow.
you're like trucking right along.
You're flying. Good job.
I am not a good, no.
I'm like you, Russ. I feel like I have to do all of the same one and finish it before I move on to the next one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's helping me focus a little bit.
Well, I've got now the fig one done.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty.
Thank you. And I also
Show off
finished
knowing all
the
the
honeysuckle one.
Oh, okay.
Good
But I'm
job.
just doing one of each one. I'm not doing I haven't finished 4 of each one.
Right.
Russ is killing us today.
We're getting a lot done. We
Yeah.
really are.
Yeah.
I'm finishing the 3rd passion fruit.
Nice. Now I'm going to do one of the blueberries. So I have at least one of each one done.
Then you can put it all 4 together.
Yeah.
5. All 5 together.
Yep.
Although one of them you need 2 of in order to put it together.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're almost to the end of this project. And this was my very first paper piecing project.
Yay.
And now I look at everything that's paper piecing.
I
I love it. I am so hooked on. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm ready.
When are we ready to start solar?
Oh my honey.
I was going to say, I think if you guys are okay, if we can wait till end of August.
Let you settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. I know my parents will be
agree.
moved here then and things will be more settled down.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to start off behind. But if you guys don't want to wait, I understand that.
I'm fine with it.
No, I think it's a good idea because,
Yeah.
I've got stuff I've got to catch up on as well. And
I do.
Yeah.
Stephanie and I have bumbleberry pie to finish.
Bumbleberry pie to finish. Yep.
I say I agree. Let's just try to get all of our stuff, and then that way, Stephanie, maybe things will look a little better for you. Then
Yeah.
we can, I mean, stuff's gonna happen, but you really.
Oh, sure. But with them here, it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah. And you've
Yeah.
been put through the gun here lately.
Yeah.
So I like that idea. And then we can attempt it. This one here, I don't know. Oh, I got this one too, Stephanie.
Oh, yay.
Mhm.
I bought
Now,
the kit.
I did not buy the fabric. At
No.
the time, I really could. I was like, oh, do I need to spend the money? And I got to looking, and I have all these different, pretty close to all these different colors and stuff. I think I can do it with all my scraps.
Nice.
That would be
Good.
exciting.
So I'm gonna do it with y'all.
Good. Yay.
But I almost bought the fabric today. I was goofing around on Etsy, and I've been really good. I haven't bought anything. I've been really trying hard not to. And it popped up, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I'll just go ahead and get all the fabric. That way it'll be done. And I was like, no.
So, Candace told me, and I haven't watched it yet, that Fat Quarter Shop had an interview with the designer of that pattern and the Barnstar sampler.
Oh, Shelly?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shelly, that's her name.
Oh,
nice.
So I'm like, I should probably watch that.
Yeah, I did. I need to too.
And I did go ahead and get the fabric because it is Leonard-Tex fabric. And since I'm an ambassador, I went ahead and bought it.
It's pretty, isn't it?
It's really pretty. Yeah.
Oh,
when I ordered it, I wasn't sure, but when it got here, I was like, oh, I'm so glad I got it. It's really pretty.
And then that one, you guys, I don't know what that one is.
I wonder if we talked about that one when you weren't here.
What is it called?
The Secret Garden Sampler.
Look here, Miss Bev. Where's my book at? Oh, here it is. This book, hon.
The Secret Garden Sampler.
Yeah.
And here's the fabric for it.
That looks a lot like the Barnstar Sampler.
It does.
Well, it's from the same designer.
Okay.
Oh, Stephanie, you should not have. You're enabling me. You are just rotten. Russ,
I think I might have to do the same thing, Julie.
Oh, look.
Background. Here, I'll show you guys the fabrics. That one.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Okay.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, where do I get it?
That is pretty.
It's so pretty.
Okay, Russ, what do you think?
I recolored it in my way, so
yeah,
it's up to you.
Look at this blue.
I guarantee you, if I asked Candace, I know what she'd be saying. Just get it.
Where did you get it, Stephanie? I want that.
I don't remember, but I will look in my shopping stuff after we get off, and I'll send it to you guys.
Okay.
And then look at these two colors. So
look
pretty.
at those colors.
Oh, I love that.
They're just so rich and beautiful.
Yeah.
I couldn't resist. I was going to do what you did, Julie, and build it from my stash. But I didn't have quite enough of the right mix of fabrics that I wanted. And then I was like, it's Leonard-Tex. I can justify it. I'm getting it.
Yeah, there you go. That's me. I'm kind of like, I have pretty much everything. And this is how I was trying to justify it. That is such a beautiful quilt. And I make a lot of scrappy quilts. I don't really consider that a scrappy quilt. So that's how I'm trying to justify just getting my colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up recoloring it in Camille Ross Kelly's Summertime.
That's going to be stunning.
Gorgeous.
So that's why I can't, enable you, because I'm like, I'm coloring it a different way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised. You should have just colored me one and said, this is the manufacturer you should have went with. I'd have probably bought it. I'm trying good.
Ooh, I wonder if I could recolor it in Tula Pink for you.
I love how we're spending Julie's money for her.
I know.
Y'all just love it. I think y'all have done that since day one, since I have never had so much delivery here. Oh, but it's so much fun. This is just, Stephanie, this has just been a perfect day. I needed this. We all needed this.
I did
Yeah.
too, so thank you. Yeah.
Because I've been just, everything's been all over the place. Russ's bed broke. I mean, that's
Well,
the
and you
use, you know, to have.
you guys know how much I love Corey Yoder fabric too.
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh.
I did a bad thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's confession time.
So I needed another project, right?
Like we
But-
all need a hole in the head, yeah.
Right. This year, Fat Quarter Shop, you know, they do the designer mystery block of the month every year.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Fabric is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It just came today. Like the mail just came right before we went live, and this is the backing.
Oh, look at that backing.
Oh.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I couldn't resist it. I needed another project, but you know.
Hey, you only live once. Enjoy it.
I just love that line. It's so pretty.
I'm never gonna get my Rob Appell one done. What did I tell you the one was that I'm making of his?
I don't remember which one. Was it the one with all the Hasker triangles? Yeah, I can't remember what that one's called.
It's his newer one, and it is, oh, I can never remember the name of that thing.
Yeah, I can't either. It hangs on the wall in his studio. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, I gotta have a sale and sell all of this I have on my shelf.
I know where Pennsylvania is, Miss Bev. I'll just come and take it off your hands, and then we can go
Okay.
shopping together for new fabrics.
Well, I have 30 some kits. I don't need more. But I keep buying more.
That's funny.
Oh, it brings you happiness. It's okay.
You know, it's like when
Oh,
you're shopping somewhere and you see this kit and you say, oh, I love that. I gotta have it. Well,
Yeah.
I have a whole box full of those. Gotta have it.
I do too, but that's all right. I like just about anything.
but see, that's why I want to sew with you guys, because it makes me actually do them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what I like too. And you know, I've been kind of just, I wouldn't say down. I've just been scattered. Everything's just seems like it's been everywhere, and it seems like today is just, it's been perfect.
nice.
Like a happy day, I guess.
That's good. I'm glad you're having a happy
Yep.
day.
I needed a happy day. All of us did, and we need to laugh about the ding dong truck.
Yeah. Somebody
Speaking
find a
of
ding dong.
scattered, at work on Thursday, I think it was Thursday. It could have been Tuesday. I've now forgotten which day it was. Maybe it was Tuesday. One of the ladies who works on the floor, who I have seen basically at least twice a week for ages, finally noticed that my hair was purple.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
And she's like, has it been like this? I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And she thought I was lying. And finally, Brian's like, okay, you know, I will take any attempt to bust on Russ if I can. And yes, his hair has been like this for a while. And I was like, since Christmas. So she had said that she had just gotten off of she'd taken herself off of her ADHD meds because she had finally realized that she was a real bee while on them.
Mm.
So she's like, yeah, I took them, got off them, and I want to try something different.
Mm.
And yeah, I was like, good for you for having the self-awareness that you are a bee while on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, my hair has been like this.
Yeah, it has been.
For a long time.
Let's see. Candace said it's a great pattern, and the Fat Quarter Shop interview was yesterday. Oh, good to know. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Thanks, Candace. That'll give me
And
something
then
to go on with.
Kathy said, I regret starting a yo-yo quilt. Ooh, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And
Oh, they're pretty.
Marla said her and Tamara are going to a Corey Yoder trunk show in October. I'm so jealous.
Oh, how
Oh.
fun.
Take me.
Yeah.
And Candace said, let's not talk about how many kits we have. I agree with you, Candace. I totally agree with you.
Hey, Candace has the Barnstar quilt kit.
She does. I have the book. I didn't get the kit, but
I have the book, and I kind of wish I had the kit, but there again, I thought, well, I bought it late. I couldn't find a kit.
yeah, no, neither could I when I found out about it.
I'm just gonna wing it with what
Well,
I got.
I also have the book now too because Candace had an extra one, so she gave it to me, and I'm like, okay,
Oh, nice.
one day.
Okay, guys, in about 10 years, we need to do that one as a solo.
Well, I'm sitting
I
here
was
thinking
gonna
the
say-
Secret Garden Sampler is basically a Barnstar quilt book.
It
So
is, yeah. But I was gonna say that one we could make ourselves make a pact to pull from our stash.
Be fun.
ooh,
And then
yeah,
let
that would be a
Candace use
good one.
it, and then we can compare how we did.
There
There we go.
you go.
Note to self: buy stat.
Well, I have a whole shelf of yellow and blue that I was going to do the Barnstar quilt.
Well, see, there you go. You can join in.
There we go. Tripped a breaker. Got dark for a
Marla,
minute.
so do I. Marla says she may or may not have a couple of Stephanie's project boxes not started.
Oh.
Now you know why I've held off on an embroidery machine, Stephanie. Could you imagine me trying to get that going amongst all this? That
Hey, when you take over the other house, you'll have.
I was gonna say, when you have the other house, yeah.
yeah, I got plenty of room then.
Yeah. Here's the cool thing about the embroidery though, Julie. Once you get it going, you can push the button and then go sew something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must not have to. I like I said, I told you I was still on the fence about it. Oh, I want to do things like I like all these little what you call those things? Lace.
Oh,
The freestanding lace?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that. And I would love to be able to make quilt labels.
Yes.
Cute ones.
I can't show you guys in case my swap partner is watching, but I was in the Lisa Marie swap group this time. And I made my swap partner, it was like you had to make a travel pouch or travel bag. I made it on the embroidery machine. And after I send it to her, I'll post a picture in my group, but I love the way it came out. That was fun.
Oh, neat.
It's amazing what you can make on that machine.
You know what I think overwhelms me? The machine doesn't overwhelm me. It's all the talk about all the different stabilizers and stuff. It freaks me out.
Oh,
I think that's why I'm like, because I wouldn't know what to use. I mean, I try to listen to everything.
Well, the patterns tell you what to use, so.
Yeah, they do. The patterns will say whether you need washable or, cutaway or tear away. It does say. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
you could pretty much just follow a pattern and it's going to turn out nice.
Yeah. So what I did when I first got mine, Julie, is OESD. That's one of the companies that sells like the patterns for your embroidery machine. They also sell stabilizers, and they have like a sample card of all the stabilizers that they have, and like they put a little piece on it so you can feel them and know what they are and what they do. So I went ahead and ordered that, and I think it was like 15 or 20 bucks.
Okay.
Just to have, so that way when a project does call for something, I'm like, oh, what is that? And I go look at it, and that has helped a lot.
And then it tells you like what colors, what am I trying to say? What, like threads.
Yeah, it tells you what thread colors to use, but like on the bag I made for my swap partner, she liked very similar colors to me, which was fun for me because she likes blues and teals and purples. So I changed some of the thread colors from what they had and changed it to match the fabrics that I used in for the bag. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
See that when I talk to y'all about it, it just seems like it seems simple. And then some I've listened to some and I get so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh, I don't need to get this started. I get scared. I think that's part of it. And I
Yeah.
kind of like with the paper piecing. I was not gonna do this paper piecing. And then I did, and now I'm hooked.
Now you're addicted.
Yeah, I'm addicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually, Julie, what kept me from getting an embroidery machine for so long because, I have the regular machines and then I have the long arm, and I was like, oh, do I need one more machine that I have to learn what it does, learn about the patterns, learn about the threads, learn about the needles. But I found it was overwhelming at first, but once I just started doing a project, with each project that I do on it, like I learn a little bit more, right?
Okay.
And that kind of is like, that's been nice where I don't have to know everything right from the beginning. So
and I think that's where I get ahead of myself. I'm one of these I think I got to know it all at one time.
yeah.
Julie, I taught myself. I opened a little many years ago. I opened a little tanning salon. Big mistake, but in the front of the salon, I had all these neat kinds of body lotions and this and that and the next thing. And then somebody suggested that I make the retro t-shirts where you do an embroidery design on the t-shirt and then rag cut the bottom of the t-shirt, like we wore back in the 60s. So I went and bought 2 embroidery machines, small ones, and my coworker and I sat down and figured out how to use the machine and make these shirts, and we had a ball, and I've been using embroidery ever since.
Oh wow.
So you can do it.
Yep.
I think so. And it's the Janome 550E.
Yep, that's what I got, and I love it.
Yeah.
And that's what Candace got.
Yeah, I was gonna say Candace just put in there. I bought a 550E, haven't done a project yet, only my initial scrap piece.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Yay, Candace. I need to get in with the club. I don't want to be left out.
Well, I have a brother.
A brother.
I have a brother as well.
Yeah, okay. I have the dream machine.
Nice.
I like all those little like Christmas ornaments.
Yep.
And stuff like that. I think that's so neat.
Yep.
Okay.
That freestanding lace, like you're talking about, Julie, like the Christmas ornaments, that's been my most fun thing to do. I love making those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, okay, so what have we spent for Julie so far? Has anybody added it up yet? Russ, are you keeping tabs? Because now I'm getting itchy. I haven't spent anything in a long time.
So we're going to get a fabric kit. We're going to get a 550E, which means you also need to get stabilizers and thread.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The hubby left to go check. We had a storm roll through, so he's out checking fences and stuff because we've been having heck with that. He's going to come back and say, well, this is what I put on the credit card this month. You need to pay it. Sorry.
You're gonna be like, you can't sew with your friends anymore.
Yeah. No, you know what he says? This is why he cracks me up. He'll say, I'll tell him, hey, I bought this embroidery machine and it cost X amount of dollars. He'll say, well, good. Did you buy 2 of them? He will. He encourages me.
Aw.
And Russ knows exactly what I'm talking about because I found a fabric kit and I was talking to him about it. And I said, oh, my friend Russ likes this. We were talking about this. And he said, why don't you just order one too for him? So I did.
Aw, that's so sweet.
See, I am lucky he's that way.
That's awesome.
But you know that goes two ways. And his stuff's a whole lot more expensive than mine. When he comes in, he'll say, "Oh, well, I need a new baler."
Oh,
You know, or I need a new tractor or a tedder or whatever.
yeah, that's way more than a sewing machine.
Yeah. So I got a feeling that's why he never says a whole lot when I want something.
Yeah.
Like, just buy it.
Yep.
So,
Candace said, I'm game. I would probably start if you all do on the Barn Star. Awesome. That will have to be
good.
later, but yeah, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And Candace said, I have no brother, only sisters. LOL, dad joke. And Marla said that the 550E is her dream machine. Yeah.
Oh.
Marla's a Janome girl like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got some blueberries done.
Oh, I like those.
Nice.
I got some done too.
Nice.
Woohoo. I got the well, this is what I've gotten done so far. You know, I showed you these.
Yes.
And
So
then
pretty.
I got this one.
Yay.
And I got that one.
Oh, that looks great.
I
Look
really
awesome.
like this one. So
Yeah.
This. And Russ, this is going to be really nice. And thank you for hosting tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm excited to be able to catch up on some stuff.
And get to see everybody and chit chat.
I'm hoping by the end of tomorrow I have Tree of Life finished, the top of
Nice.
both of them.
You finished all the clues, right?
Yes, today I finished clue 9 for both of them.
Nice.
And clue 10 is, piecing it all together.
Yeah.
I didn't even know y'all were doing that. And I really didn't understand what that block was, that Tree of Life. Weren't you doing it, Stephanie?
Last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not
Tree of
completed
Life
mine like Russ has.
oh.
Yeah, Tree of Life was last year's Cotton Cuts puzzle mystery quilt.
Oh.
Yeah.
The short of it is you sign up and all you know is your colorway. So that basically they show you something that looks like this on the website. And they say, do you want a quilt with these? You have no idea what the pattern is. And then every month, either you pay for it all at once or you pay for it monthly. But every month you get just a bundle of pre-cut fabric. It's all pre-cut.
Yeah.
And the instructions on how to put it together. And you're not making a block, which is what we traditionally see. You're making they call them clues. It's just a random unit. And then at the end, like this is what Tree of Life is going to look like when I'm done.
Oh, that's gonna be pretty.
But yeah, everything is pre-cut, and it's just they just somehow slice it up in different ways, and the smalls take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to do each month. It was 2 years ago, Stephanie's retreat. I did I think that was the Village Green one. I think it was Village Green. I did all of the clues and put it together in 2 days, like starting from scratch. But everything
flew through that.
Everything is pre-cut. There's no trimming. You just have to know a 1/4 inch seam. That's all you need to know.
Oh wow.
Yep.
But the thing that I've grown out of enjoying is I don't know what it looks like when it's done. I mean, they designed very beautiful quilts. They're not going to give you something that's going to be a little funky. But I want to know so that if I have one of these cuts that is my favorite in there, I want to make sure that it's like the big accent piece or something like that. I don't want it just to be like 3 pieces.
Yeah.
So I may end up doing another one. I talked myself out of doing whatever the current one that just went on sale and I think just started. No, it didn't just start. It just went on sale. but they had a tulip pink one, and I had to talk myself out of it because I'm like, I want it. It's gonna be gorgeous, but they all start to look alike.
They do. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, is Cotton Cuts, is that a company or?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
they are in Missouri.
Yes.
just over the line. I don't need to get familiar with them.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
I
with
did.
Russ. Russ and I did it together for a years, and
Yeah.
I'm with Russ. Like I liked how everything came pre-cut and everything, but they did all start to look alike. And so I kind of like it, they're a good company, and I think that they're great programs. But once you do so many, like every time I'm like, oh, I was looking for something different, and they, like he said,
Yeah.
they kind of all started to look alike. So
Yeah, I still
yeah.
got to get
So
the one
instead, I
from.
did dragon fruit.
Yay, because I
Yep.
got to see that.
Yep.
I got to get the cotton cuts from, what was it, 2 years ago?
Hmm.
Um, I got to get the last bits done and get it pieced together for me and my sister.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that I did the steampunk fabric, and that one, like, it was so
Yes.
much fun, and I'm like, I want to see this done.
That's the one that Sarah was doing with me, and she needs to finish hers too. So yeah. So tomorrow for um shenanigans, sewing shenanigans, what time does that start?
It starts 8:30 Eastern, and you don't have to be there at 8:30. If you want to sleep in, feel free to sleep in. It goes till 3:30 p.m. Eastern.
Mhm.
Again, you don't have to stay the entire time if you have errands you need to do. So you may only be able to join from, I'm going to say 11 to 12:30. That is perfectly fine.
Mhm.
It's all on Zoom. And there's usually a pretty good crowd, and we have a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Sometimes we enable people. Julie, you may have to cover your ears.
I'm enabled out today, so you're not going to get lucky tomorrow and let me buy.
I was gonna say,
Help me
let's
out.
see what we can get Julie to buy tomorrow.
You don't like spending my money. I'm gullible.
Uh, so I know I'm on your mailing list, so I get the email with the link for the Zoom. But if somebody's not on the mailing list and they want to join, how do they do that?
The link is in this morning's live or Wednesday's vlog. So it's in both videos that I published this week. It's down in the description. You can click on it, and it should open up in Zoom if you have Zoom installed, or if you are one of those crazy people who likes to type in the meeting IDs. I've got all that information in there too.
Well, that's just crazy town.
Yeah, I'm like, if there's a link, just click it.
Yeah. And so if you're here, and I'm pretty sure, like I've said, I've seen everybody that's in the chat, I'm pretty sure all of you are very familiar with Russ. But if you are not and you want to join tomorrow, I put the link for his channel in the chat. And you can go over there and look at his video from this morning or his vlog from this last week, like he said, and you can get the Zoom link there. So,
And it's totally free because, it's too much work to think about charging anybody for this. It's a lot. It's more fun if we
yeah.
get more people involved.
Get lots of good laughs, just like today.
Yes.
Yeah. And like Julie said, thank you so much, Russ, for doing that kind of thing. Cause like some of us need to sew together with other
Yeah,
people.
it's a great way to help you, get some motivation because you're just sewing with friends
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you have people talking and you can see other inspiration. And,
Yeah.
And
if
you
I
can
have
buy
people
things.
with me, I'm more likely to actually be doing sewing.
Yeah. And Charlotte said, I've only done one cotton cuts, puzzle mystery quilt, tree of life, no plans to ever do more. And Marla said, it was nice seeing all of you again. You too, Marla. Thank you for being here.
Marla.
It was so good to see all of you. Thank you so much for coming. It is 6:30, so I'm gonna wrap here even if we're not done sewing because I've got some hungry monkeys upstairs. And soon they're gonna bust down the door if I don't go feed them. So but thank you again all so much for being here. Those in the chat, my friends here with me on Zoom. It's been so great to see everybody, and it's been very therapeutic for me to sew. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
And
hosting this, Stephanie.
it'll be a little bit before I'm back again, but I will be back. And like Russ said, we've got Bumbleberry Pie to finish. We've got another month of this gorgeous, gorgeous Dragon Fruit block of the month. I cannot wait to see this all put together. That's going to be so awesome. So eventually you're going to see us do all that. So we'll see you sometime soon in the future, and I'll try to keep you guys updated. But until then, thank you again for being here. Love you guys. Bye.
Take care. Love
Bye.
you
Bye,
too.
everyone.
Bye.